What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Monster Bass channel. I'm Jeff with the Aggressively Average Anglers, and today I'm going to talk about the fleeting moments of topwater that we can potentially snag here late in the summer, moving into fall. There's still a great opportunity, especially if you're down south, but even my northern compadres, you guys up here with me, I'm up in Michigan, we can still get some topwater while there's a chance. So I wanted to break down my top 5 favorite topwater baits to be running. Really, I've been running them all summer, but running through late summer and into fall that are still gonna get you some catches. Let's get into it. Number 1, really, we're starting at the top, is absolutely gonna be the popper. You guys gotta be throwing these this time of year especially. These are fantastic. Early summer, late summer, I mean, they work all summer long, but you're able to capitalize on them right now, however. So I love having topwater that's really good at walking and spitting some water, just causing a commotion while with a nice finessey package. So it's something that it's going to cause a disturbance, draw some fish in. They're not going to be too finicky about it because, hey, it's just a little guy. It's just a little popper dude on top. So they're still going to hit this thing super hard. One of my favorites, just as far as design goes, this thing is beautiful. This is a popper from Arc. So this has come in the box before. If you haven't gotten it, I'd recommend go checking them out. Go pick up some Arc baits. They're some of my favorites. There's 2 in this top 5 alone that we're gonna talk about, but there's a popper right there. Great option. And of course, we also have the Mad Max popper. This had to be included in the lineup. It is a very well-designed popper, a little square kind of setup up front, still really good at spitting water and actually at walking due to this design. Sits really high up, just like so, and gives you that great back and forth action. So where are we throwing these? People still got their docks in the water. Go fish these along those docks. Try skipping under docks. And then of course, anywhere you see cover, hit a popper up. You got a down tree or a tree limb in the water, I'm throwing a popper up right next to that and I'm popping right along, and almost every single time you're catching fish. At least you're drawing some attention, and if you give it 4 or 5 casts, they're gonna come up and smack that thing. We're attempting topwater on the new ultralight setup and we're good. And we got a bass finally. Look at the bend on this rod. Look at the bend. Oh yeah. There we go. Is this our first topwater on the rod?
Yeah.
Yay, I did a first. I did a first thing. There we go, a little bassy. Woohoo! Yay. Next up, staying kind of subtle, but in this case, I actually like to upsize this type of bait. But we've got a prop bait. In this case, we've got 2. The Burly Chopo, giving us a slightly different sound in a very economic package, very affordable option here. And then the River to Sea Whopper Plopper. So this is giving me that nice, subtle, kind of bubbling sound along the surface. And it's something, again, I'm throwing in very similar areas as the popper and really most of these baits, up along those docks, up next to any type of cover, up over shallow grass is a fantastic option too. And even just out in the gosh dang wide open, right? These things will work just about anywhere. If you're near a drop off, this is one of my favorite things to run, and you're going to draw those bites. Have a couple different colors on board. I'm a big fan of Loon with River to Sea and that Whopper Plopper. And with the Chopo, go with something simple. You got like a shad pattern here, which just gives me a little different variation on top. Typically with these topwaters, I'm liking having a dark presentation and a light presentation. That way if one doesn't work, I can just switch to the other, and typically that solves the problem. Keeping it simple here, folks. Now we're moving into some walking baits. So we want to vary it up. We want to have a bait that calls these fish to the top. Typically these are going to be a bit louder, and they're going to have a very erratic action. In these, I love to have one in a bluegill color. You can tell that I've used this Arc topwater blower a lot. You see all the hook marks there. I've caught a ton of fish on this. In fact, recently we caught a double. We got 2 fish at one time on this thing. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite topwater walking baits of all time, and it stays in my day box all summer long. There ain't no way I don't catch on this right now. Got him. What did I just say? Decent fish, maybe? Sideways hooked. Oh, he's got a bunch of... Oh, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God, there's 2. Oh my God, there's 2. Oh, yes. Oh my God.
freaking 2. Yes. I've never done that. Stop. Oh, double up, double up, double up, double up.
But another great option there is throw the KVD Sexy Dog. These things are fantastic. They walk really, really well. I'm a sucker for the 3 treble upsized version. This thing will catch fish no matter what size fish you think live in your lake. You will weed out the small ones, find some bigger ones, and even the small ones will hit this thing. So you're catching fish no matter what. They're not gonna be too shy around these, especially this time of year. And this is something where I wanna get a very long cast, and it's gonna take some time, some finesse. If you haven't used walking baits before, start getting used to that cadence. You're going for kind of a rhythm with your rod twitches, and you're gonna get some great walking action. Try to vary up the speed of that walk so you can do a couple quick twitches and then slow it down and get this nice, lazy kind of back and forth action with it. If you can run this thing, again, alongside that cover, the docks, if you got any floating platforms out on your lakes, that's a great thing. And again, it's about having that long cast because fish will key in on this thing and they'll follow it for a ways. So if you're doing it too close to the bank or too close to your boat, you're gonna run into some misses, right? So give it the distance that it needs to draw those fish in and get that bite. That brings us to the buzz baits. So we got a very loud, erratic bait that you're running on top. I love getting a buzz bait with a well-designed jig head and ideally a bend in the wire here, just making it easier to get this thing up on plane so we're truly running top surface here. You can run these below surface, go slightly subsurface and still get tons and tons of catches. Sometimes that's a better option. Personally, I like to start at the very top of the water column first before working my way down. That's just how I do things. So with that in mind, you're looking at a buzzbait, you got this crazy blade here. Sometimes you get these holes to add some bubbles. So you'll air bubble trail with that. Sometimes that helps draw those fish in. You can go trailer or no trailer. In this case, I have a Fish Lab frog trailer off the back that's just very unique, kind of this like flipped paddle at the end, which is really cool. Could be a great option up on a buzzbait. And again, try some different colors. So I have the Cavitron here from Mega Strike. Again, very affordable buzzbait, but one that just straight catches fish. Lots of other brands out there, stuff to check out. You can't go wrong with things like Strike King as well. It's gonna put you in that like $10 bracket for your buzzbaits. I run these, I feel maybe a little different than most people do, but obviously you can run this thing along cover. I like to run it straight through it. So anytime I'm seeing slop, I'm seeing pads. If you run this thing at a high retrieve rate and you're reeling before the lure hits the water, you can clear that cover really well. And sometimes that can be a nice little trick to draw some fish out. So I've had a lot of luck with that. And then running it along the outside of those pad sections of those mucky, swampy areas, you can get a lot of catches with these as well. Go disturb the surface. This is one of my favorite, absolute all-time favorite ways to catch fish.
On. Oh yeah, there we go. That's the one. Oh, he's good. That's good fish. It's good. He swallowed the whole thing. Oh no. Yeah. Dude, it's a giant. Bro. Yeah. Getting attacked by bees. Look. Yes. Yes. Thank you.
And finally, of course, a topwater menu wouldn't be complete without this. We gotta have the frog. So we got a hollow body frog here. What we're looking for in particular is maybe a size frog that's appropriate for your region. Up here up north, I usually have better luck with downsized to mid-sized frogs. They do make gigantic ones. You can look up the Megabass Big Gabbo, pretty big frog. Fish Lab makes some frogs in the 3.5 inch plus range, so you can get some big frogs. Highly recommend those if you're down south. For me, I'm looking for something like this scum frog right here, kind of a mid-size, again, extremely affordable. My personal favorite is actually the frog below this, which is on a rod upstairs right now, so I don't have it with me, but it's $4.99, their lower end frog, and I have caught endless amounts of fish on it. It outfishes most other frogs. It holds up really well, even when fish are wrecking it, they're turning it inside out, it'll still hold up. And worst case scenario, pop a little super glue in there and fix that baby up. So I love running these obviously in the pads, in the trash, in the scum areas that you're finding on your lakes and your ponds. You're gonna catch fish. They're under there, especially in the dog days of summer and moving into the last hot days of the year. They're gonna be finding that shade. They're under that cover in that vegetation and causing that disturbance over top. You're gonna catch some gosh dang fish.
Oh God. Come on, stay in there. Stay in there. Stay on there. Where are you? There we go. Gosh dang. Woo-hoo-hoo. Another decent one. Gosh dang. Oh. Yo. Is that boy meaty? Oh gosh. Whew. Gotta wrestle them out.
Another great option if you're looking for some lighter padded areas or running even on open water in front of the pads, all around that area. Have some kicky feet involved. So this here is a Blitz frog. It's pH ROG for whatever reason, but it's one that we've included in the box before. These are pretty cool little froggies, and they have super durable legs off the back, unlike some of the other frogs maybe you've gotten in the past where the kicky feet get eliminated almost immediately. I know we've had problems with that. This one will hold up. So those are heavy duty, hard kicking feet, and it's gonna give you some really cool action out of the water, something for those fish to key in on, and you will get some bites. All right, so that is all the top waters I got for you today. That's my top 5. So we went from the popper to the plopper to the walking bait to the buzz bait to the frog. If you are throwing any of those 5 right now, this time of year, you're gonna have a good time. Make sure you give it the time on the water that it deserves, and you will be catching some fish. Good luck out there, you guys. Go catch some giants for us. Again, I'm Jeff with the Aggressively Average Anglers here on the Monster Bass channel. Be sure to subscribe to Monster Bass, of course, and maybe go check out the Aggressively Average Anglers. We're not just one nerd, we're 2. And the other nerd's right here.
Hi.
Oh my God, guest appearance from Paul. Bye, get out of here. All right, thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Gosh dang it.